So we are currently through one preseason game with the Los Angeles Rams, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about whose stock is up after this game and whose stock is down. Let's get into the video. So first off, I want to mention, hey guys, we are back on the Rams Wire. This is one of my favorite websites. If you guys want to go check them out, we're not sponsored or anything. This is just where you get all of the most up-to-date news on the Rams, and it's really good. I basically try to break down these articles, add my own opinion on it and everything, but this is a really good website, so make sure you guys check it out if you want everything Rams news up to date. But anyways, we are going to be going over the roster bubble, whose stock is up and whose stock is down after the first preseason game. The roster bubble is especially fascinating for the Rams this year with how many current players are currently on it. Under Sean McVay, there have never been so many open spots up for grabs for Los Angeles. In prior years, we kind of knew pretty much who was going to be on the roster, other than a few edge rushers here, a few wide receivers there. This year, there are a lot of safety positions open. There are a lot of positions that are just up for grabs if someone wants to go grab it. So that makes this preseason extremely important for the Rams, even if the games don't mean anything in terms of their 2023 NFL record. Following the Rams' 34-17 loss, here's an update to the roster bubble. So let's go over it. Stock up, Tanner Ingle. I would definitely say so. He had a sack in this game, and his coverage was also pretty solid. He only played 12 snaps, but he did have 3 tackles, one of which went for a loss, and the other being a sack. So that's going to be a massive shot up in his stock. This stock did shoot down after the Rams signed John Johnson. However, Saturday night, he definitely helped out his case. Ingle should get more playing time in the second preseason game after this performance, though it'll be hard for him to make the team as a sixth safety. He is definitely a practice squad candidate. He needs to really perform for the next the next 2 games. However, if he does, I'm not saying that he can't make it onto this team. Stock up, we got Ronnie Rivers. So Rivers rushed for 31 yards on 6 carries with a long rush of 15 yards. It wasn't a perfect performance by any means, but he was elusive out of the backfield and had a nice cutback on a touchdown run that was called back. He would have even more yards than this, but he got his touchdown called back. But he played very well in this game. They are splitting the carries pretty evenly between the 3 running backs, but the 4th running back spot could come down to either Rivers or Royce Freeman. And this one definitely went Rivers' way. Ronnie Rivers is going to be kind of the younger, more talented option, while Royce Freeman did get the touchdown the other day. He is going to be kind of the older, more veteran option. I think the Rams will go with Ronnie Rivers, though, especially with how well he did with those carries that he got. And also this guy won like $500K in Vegas off of a jackpot at a slots machine, I believe. Just a little fun fact for you guys. Stock up, Keir Thomas. So definitely Keir Thomas, I believe, had 1.5 sacks. Thomas is part of the one of the wide open battles outside linebacker, and he was one of the only real standouts against the Chargers. He had 1.5 sacks and 2 total pressures, making 3 tackles in the game. He probably rushed himself right on the right side of the bubble with this performance. Definitely agree. Stock up, Tyler Johnson. I believe he had 70 yards. Yep, he was the biggest winner of Saturday's game. He led the team with 5 catches for 70 yards, turning a quick slant into a 34-yard reception over the middle on a throw from Stetson Bennett. I personally see Tyler Johnson as a Deshaun Jackson type of player, someone who can make very big plays with what he gets, can take you over the top. He's extremely fast, but he might be battling Lance McCutcheon for the final receiver spot, and the advantage 1 week into the preseason definitely goes to veteran Johnson. We all know that Lance McCutcheon can really perform in the preseason, so we'll see how Tyler Johnson and Lance McCutcheon battle it out in these last couple of preseason games. Stock up, we also have Zach Thomas. So Zach Thomas was the Rams' second highest graded offensive lineman according to PFF. He allowed just 1 pressure, and despite consistently clearing running lanes in the middle, he was given a run blocking grade of just 60.4. He has the chance to be the 9th or 10th offensive lineman on the 53-man roster if he keeps it up. I agree. Zach Thomas definitely performed. Now, they're not giving a few of I believe Brian and Allen and Coleman Shelton did not play in this past preseason game. They're not really giving the Rams, who are actually battling for positions, a chance to show in preseason. Apparently, they're just trying to figure it out in practice. But Zach Thomas was definitely he was a lone bright spot in the offensive line in this past game. Now, stock down, Lance McCutcheon. Sadly, he played 36 snaps and was targeted 6 times, but he only came up with 2 receptions for 28 yards and had a drop. It wasn't the performance we hoped to see, but there's still time for him to make noise on the wide receiver depth chart. Now, him and Tyler Johnson are going to be battling it out for that last spot, I believe. But he just didn't have the best showing in the opener against the Chargers. We'll see how they both play in the next couple of games, but Tyler Johnson definitely has that, that edge right now. Stock down, I don't know how to say his name, Johnson. Johnson got just 16 snaps on defense on Saturday and didn't finish with a single tackle pressure defensive stat. He received an overall grade of 48, struggling to push the interior, and the Chargers ran for 212 yards. Anyone on the defensive line pretty much should just have stock down at this point. But yeah, the Rams didn't really put him in where he could rush the passer, but I really don't think he would have done much with how he was playing. Richard LeCount III, his stock is down. He actually just got cut, so we're not even going to go over him too much. But he definitely had a tough time. And the safety group is so deep that the Rams decided to cut him earlier today. Stock down, AJ Akuri. The Rams held out 26 players in this one, either because they're injured or accumulated enough experience in the NFL. But it's hard to know the reason for Akuri's absence. He's a reserve offensive tackle and didn't play a single snap. So pretty much just because he didn't play, his stock is down. So that's going to pretty much be it for the stock up and stock down for the Rams after their preseason opener. We'll see how it works in this next preseason game, and I'll definitely do another video like this. But that's pretty much going to be it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.